Hello everyone, and so this is part 2 of taking your power back. I lost my train of thought, but I got it back. I had to take a break to gain it back. And so where I left off at is I was about to describe the experience that I be having. And so there are times where I am, like I said, I am focusing on myself. I am happy. I am, I'm experiencing my inner bliss. And then all of a sudden I will have it comes out of nowhere. It feels like, just an abundance of thoughts about my twin flame, desires for him. Sometimes the yearning and the cravings and the missing him and all of that will begin to surface after going an extended amount of time with not consciously and deliberately thinking about him. Understand that you always are thinking about your twin flame in some shape, form, way, or capacity, right? But you can allow that to kind of like play in your subconscious mind. You can there is a place that you could go within yourself where you don't have to deliberately think about your twin flame, where you can just allow those thoughts to just fall in the background. And the more you allow it to fall in the background and just allow it to be what it is and not entertaining it, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, right? There was a point in time in my journey where I felt like, oh, the thoughts are gone, because I minimized it so much that it felt like it was gone. It was gone. And was it gone for real, for real? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Because months later, whether it was 6 months later, 7 months later, I'm starting to have thoughts about him and feeling his energy. And so I do believe that after you go an extended amount of time not thinking about him consciously, deliberately, not focusing on him, but just really focusing on yourself, I do believe that it does trigger something within the connection. And I do believe that when you fall back, right, that it may cause your twin flame on the other side, wherever they at, wherever they're doing, to miss you and to be thinking about you. Matter of fact, when you back your energy away, they can feel that. They can absolutely feel that. And they may say, hey, where did she go? Where did he go? And then start to think about you, which triggers you to think about him. But one of the things I do want to warn you, and this is where your self-mastery skills come into place, your mind self-mastery skills come into place, is when you don't allow yourself to go down that rabbit hole of being obsessed and being overly consumed with your twin flame. Because you can easily be focusing on yourself 1 minute, and then the next minute it's kind of like a feeling of a fall from grace type of experience. And then all of a sudden you go from focusing on yourself to now you're having all of these thoughts and feelings about your twin flame, and then you kind of get caught up in that, in that entanglement of being focused on him or her. And like I said before, you have the power to control that. And so one of the things that God has revealed to me within the last few weeks or so, is that when you're constantly focusing on your twin flame, you are giving him that power. You are giving your power away. And a lot of times, when you are over there obsessing and thinking about him or her so much that it causes them to run, right? But when you back away and you take your power back and you utilize it for yourself, right? It gives you energy, it gives you strength, it makes you stronger, it makes you better, right? And like I said before, I do think that it does trigger something within the connection where all of a sudden they start thinking about you. And then you are able to feel that. And so you have the power to decide when you want to entertain the thoughts of your twin flame or not. You decide how long it's going to last. You have the power to decide. You have the power to decide that. You don't have to allow this experience to control you. You have all of the control to control yourself. And that's what this journey is all about. It's about you. It is more so about you than about him or her. It's about you. It's about you. And so you have the power to take your power back and say, not today. Bye. I'm not thinking about you. Right? You have the power to say within yourself, that no. You can tell them no. I'm not thinking about you today. I'm not thinking about you right now. You can reject them. You have that power to reject. You don't always have to accept and then go down that, down spiral of just, obsessively thinking about them and feeling them. No. There are times where, I can feel his energy, I can feel his love, and I can, and I have that moment. But I say when the energy passes away, I let it go. Because at first, I would hold on to it. And when you hold on to it, it gets a little weird. It gets, it can lead you into a lot of pain when you're trying to hold on to something that has faded away. And so when you have those thoughts and feelings that seems to come out of nowhere about your twin flame, there's nothing wrong with embracing it in the moment, enjoying it in the moment, allowing yourself to feel the love and to see him and to feel him or to feel her and see her. But once that energy fades away, pass away, you got to allow it to pass away. You got to allow it to fade away versus holding on to it. Because the more you hold on to it, then that's when you can go down that down spiral of having those negative thoughts, negative triggering thoughts that lead you into a world of pain. And so that's one of the ways you can minimize the pain, is by allowing the energy to fade away, to move through you, to flow through you without having to hold on. Right? But that is self-mastery skills that you can develop for yourself. And so that is it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is RubyleeB, and I am a self-mastery coach. And if you would like to connect with me, if you would like to book your Express Yourself healing sessions with me, if you would like to have more in-depth conversations about the experience that you are having, if you would like some help and some support along your twin flame experience, you can email me at anewyou555@gmail.com, and I will be happy to help you, to assist you along your journey of self-mastery, along your journey of healing, along your journey of love. And so, guys, I will leave you in love. Bye-bye.